So you know what I thought would be really cool is for me to, hey world, what I thought would be really cool was for me to do my market summary or my market update in a very unique place. So I'm going to send you some pictures here, but if I was, you'd see that I am out here in nature on the big four bridge. I am in the middle of the Ohio River, approximately 130 feet from the water. The bridge is approximately a half a mile. It extends into from Kentucky into Indiana, and from Indiana into Kentucky. Got my trusty dusty. Yeah. So, what would I like to say? A few things. If you've had time over the year to purchase my book, which I'll bring that up here on the screen, we would be approximately 135, maybe to 151 days from the launch of the book. If you tried it, you would have experienced something related to, I don't know, financial gains every day. Yes, everybody's not a trader. No, there are some terrible investors. Yes, there are some terrible investors as well as good investors. But my book I created was for you to be able to just harness what it's like if you wanted to take your future, your earnings into your own hand versus actually like grinding and working every day. Cool intersection. So pause to show you that. Again, this is the bridge that connects Indiana to Kentucky. I think I may take a little seat here so I could talk a bit more uninterrupted. Right now, the markets are all positive. Just my hat glasses. The Dow is up about 3%. You could check my math after this, or even in a separate window. The S&P is up, I think I saw 15 to 16%. So that's roaring strong. The NASDAQ is up 18.56%. These rates are as of Friday because today is Juneteenth. This is the holiday, so the markets are not open. One of the things that I wanted to mention is that if you were looking at the possibility of what the stock market could do for you this year. Last year, of course, this time was much better than this year, but nonetheless, the S&P being up 15% and the NASDAQ being up 18%, it's nothing to really sneeze about. So if you had $100, and you put that in January, you would have been up, 18% on that. So that would have been $18. That may not seem like it's a lot to you if you invested in the NASDAQ, but it's about compounding. And also, if you did put in more than $100, let's say like $1,000, then you'd be up $180 if you invested in the NASDAQ. If you were investing in the Dow is currently up about 3% as of Friday. Friday being the, what was Friday, the 14th? My math is kind of screwy here, but I think Friday was the 14th. If not the 13th, one of them days, but you get it. But if you had put $100 into the stock market at the top of the year and you're invested in large cap equities, particularly in the Dow, you'd be up approximately 3%. A lot of the larger multiple securities like Target, Dollar General, what is it? There's another really big one, Dollar Tree, which I think may be trading under another particular company. But my point being is that some of the larger securities that are in the Dow, as well as some of the larger multiple securities in the S&P, are not doing that great right now. So if you did have that $100 and you wanted to invest in January, actually choosing something that's more of a staple to you, something you know, something that you buy every day, would probably give you the better bang for your buck. And what I'm saying is like if you're a gamer, maybe trading some securities that are related to either the chip, the processor, the components it's made out of, or even a company that does the graphics or the games may actually have won you the day so far. Also, the sectors so far, year to date, right now, I'll put up another chart here as soon as I get a bit more stabilized. Yep, it's coming up now. The sectors so far on the year do show that IT, technicals are up. Also, consumer discretionary is up, and here's some other ones top of the list. It's amazing how exhausting it is when you get out in nature and you're like, I'm going to do something great and something brave, and then you're like, once you're there, you're like, crap, I don't know if this was the best idea. What else did I want to cover for you? This is a presidential election year, so you are going to see rallies develop somewhat quickly and stall themselves. If you've never, ever invested, go slow, have a reason for why you're building the position, how long you're going to stay in that particular position, and then always cover your losses. So if you enter a security, let's just say at maybe 56, be prepared to have a number in which you want to come out of that security as well, because that will cut your losses. You're also able to set up an order to trade for you, even if you are away from your PC, like either a limit order or trailing stop, or even a stop loss order. Those help when you are looking to kind of automate your trading, put something in position to where you don't have to necessarily monitor the prices in order to get the execution that you're looking for and limit your losses. Other things that I wanted to cover for you. Yeah, so if you had been trading with me, if you bought my book in December 2023 when I launched it, up until Thursday of this year, you would have actually experienced a gain of over $30,150. And that's just looking for trades that are again, what you typically use, what you're accustomed to, you know how it works. It doesn't make sense for you to buy a company that you don't know what their product is. You've never heard of them just because someone says, oh yeah, I made a lot of money in this company. Buy what you know. If you haven't gotten my book, here it is on the screen. It's available on Amazon.com, Barnes & Noble, or wherever you may get your books. It's $25.99. If you buy it and you find that you're not able to make any money in it, let me know. I'll return it. I'll even pay you interest on it. Why? Because it has worked for over 500 individuals that have reported back to me that it's worked. So it's pretty awesome. I do have some classes that are starting in August, particularly August the 5th. So if you're looking to just figure out what it looks like to trade, what to look for, as well as just building a portfolio that's going to work for you and pay you over your lifetime, pay you over the time you're invested, this investing class is for you. It's $199. Again, if you attend the class and you're like, I didn't really learn anything, that's cool. I'll give you your money back plus interest. But go to my website, www.onegingles.com, and check it out. Read a few articles. The thing about finance, which I've noticed, and I laugh because I do geek out over finance, but it doesn't matter when you read something about finance in the course of that year. Thank you. In the course of that year, at some point, either the economics, the technical, or the politics of how it fits in the stock market are going to be relevant. I found that with a book that was published in 1935, 1952, books that were written in the 70s, 80s, the 90s, and I still value that literature. So if you happen to be at a old bookstore, the Goodwill, Salvation Army, and you see a financial book, it's like 10 cents or a dollar, pick that thing up, read it, take notes, mark it up. You're going to find some value in it. If I come up with anything else, I'll of course add it to this video, but I'm going to get back on this bike and I'm going to finish the rest of this trip. As always, I am your financial chef and coach, Kyla P. Barnes. You can look me up online, www.onegingles.com. I'm going to show you what I'm looking at because it's just so daggone beautiful. One more thing. G.Ingles clients are growing consistently, and I'm loving what I do. I'm loving my path, my journey. If you find that you'd like to begin your investing journey or even refine what you know to take you to the next level, let me know. I picked up another young student as early as 10 years of age, and he didn't have very much to invest with. We started with $30 and it has since grown. I have 3 other clients who also did not start with very much, and it has grown. The proof is in the pudding. It's just so amazing when you have knowledge that you're like, oh, I want to go use that. And you go use it and it actually produces amazing gains for you. So I'm going to get off of here again. Enjoy my bike ride. If you are in Southern Indiana or Kentucky, definitely check out the parks, the waterfalls, the bridges, the festivals. It is worth it. I am your financial chef and coach, Kyla P. Barnes, and I will see you on the trading floor. Get that book, trade up, get your extra income, earn your leisure, earn your spare time, live your life. Talk to you soon.
A few moments later.
Let me tell you, that bike ride was something. It was something that I started out on, and I was like, I'm not quitting this thing, but the reality is I probably should have quit that thing. I was going up that ramp that was like a quarter of a mile long, and it's a progressive incline. So you start off, you're like, oh, this is great. By the time you take 22 feet, you're like, oh, snap! What have I signed up to do? But nonetheless, I tried to do it. Oh God, I'm so delirious because I'm so exhausted. But I'd probably do it again, to be honest. I'm winded. I have leached most of the sodium out of my body. And I am now going to shower and prepare for a client meeting here in the next few minutes. Here's my charge to you, that if you are sitting at home and you're like, I know I should be doing something, just get up and do it. If you are sitting somewhere and you stand up and you're like, ooh, I don't know, something's wrong. Why am I so shaky? Why am I so jittery? Why does it feel like I'm about to collapse? A, sit down. B, get out and walk. Reduce your sodium. There are so many of us in our 20s, our 30s, and our 40s that are leaving this earth very quickly because we're not paying attention to the things that we should. Furthermore, stress. Let's talk about the S word in the room. If you notice that your stress is so high, when you think about something, it produces a physiological effect in your body that is proof to you that the stress is manifesting itself somewhere else that could likely be cutting the minutes of your life. So, I was born in the 80s. 81, baby. 81. What? I don't know if there's another cadence I should start singing or not, but I'm an 80s baby. I am trying to stay around for as long as God is going to give me to do the work that He wants me to do. And you also have work that you need to do. And you will need to do that in a good state of mind, in an able-bodied place of health. And you cannot do that if you are laid up in some bed, taking pills to regulate this, to regulate that, to combat this, to also maybe move in tandem with another symptom that you never even had in the beginning. I am saying this, that if you know there's something you should do in this life, get after doing it. I'm going to put this car in reverse. I'm going to hope that you put your decision in drive. I'll talk to you soon.